승리의 여신 니케.
Yeah, I know I'm still missing, like, the back half of the Pretty Star side story, but the Good World event is ending soon, so may as well experience that story before it goes away. Since it is a shorter event, I don't expect it to take very long. But let's hop right in. Not gonna roll on this banner because it is bait. The 3.5 anniversary. Hey, Inuyasha, welcome in. Hope your day's going well. Since the 3.5 anniversary event starts next week, no use to spending vouchers on her banner because that is absolutely bait. Plus, it has been revealed she's not that good of a unit. Event album. Time to head out. We're bringing you breaking news of a historic event unlike anything in the Ark's history. The Counters have successfully reclaimed part of the surface, something Ark citizens have dreamed of for years. Since the Ark was founded, has any commander ever achieved something like this? So I can only assume this is probably, like, shortly after Reclamation Site 01 got established. And on your screen now is Reclamation Site 01, a forward base established by the central government. Oh my. They actually reclaimed part of the surface. That's wonderful. Truly wonderful. Goodness, which sweet child did something so amazing? Oh, she's gonna be very affectionate, I can tell already. The central government has officially designated the newly reclaimed surface area as Reclamation Site 01, and has highly commended the commander responsible for the operation. The TV screen shows the Counters and their commander, with Azure's name and face displayed for all to see. Yeah, this absolutely would have been, like, right after the events of Chapter 26. The Counters and Azure? That name sounds familiar. The woman stares intently at the TV screen. Just as I thought. I can tell just by looking at you. My, you've grown up so well. Think you've come this far. How wonderful. Oh, she knows us! If that child has grown this much, then quite a lot of time must have passed. Time. Yes, time. Her eyes fall on the stack of old documents at the center of the desk. I see. So, it's finally time. I didn't realize so much time had passed. It looks like I finally get to go outside again. It's been a while. I wonder how much the Ark has changed over that time. I'm really looking forward to it. White Crane. Side A. One day, I'm told there's an issue with my mission report. So I spend the entire night revising it, and by the time I finally step outside, it's morning. Man, I need to lie down. I flop onto the bench right in front of me. Even if I head back now, someone will just come look for me anyway. Might as well just stay here a little longer. I look up at the sky. Sunlight pours down from the dome of eternity, soft and warm. So kind of a good thing I also covered Anisa's Bond story with the prior stream because that explains what the Dome of Eternity is. So, fake sky for anyone who comes to my stream and is new to the NIKKE stuff. Nice weather. Maybe I'll take a quick nap. I close my eyes. My, falling asleep out here? The sun's nice, but there's still a breeze. You'll catch a cold at this rate. Who's that? Alright, let's have you stand up for a moment, okay? So sleepy. Hey now, you shouldn't go falling asleep in a place like this. You might get hurt. Save that for when you're home, okay? There we go. Open those eyes nice and wide. Let's have a good stretch. For some reason, I'm getting a lot of mom vibes from Snow Crane already. Like, very much mother. Too bright. It's too bright. I wince and shut my eyes again. Is it too bright for you? For a second, it feels like the light above me disappears. Nice and shady. Do you like it? What should I do with you? You look exhausted. But you'll catch a cold if I leave you like this. Something soft brushes over my eyes, like cloth. Well, it can't be helped. I'll go get you a blanket, so just wait here for a little while, okay? It's fine. I hear someone walking away. I want to see who it is, but the drowsiness hits me hard, and I drift off. How long has it been? I don't know, but I just want to sleep a little longer. But it's cold. Even so, I just want to sleep a little longer. Wah! What? A siren-like wail jolts me awake. What the? I sit up, and something falls from my head. Huh? Looking down, I see a white handkerchief with a crane embroidered on it. A handkerchief? Wah! I'm not going! I'm not going! I turn toward the sound, to find a crowd gathered around someone. Huh? I'm not going! I don't wanna! But please, calm down, okay? Miranda? White crane, side B. Wah! I'm not going! I don't wanna go! I don't wanna! Wah! But please, calm down! If you keep crying like that, you'll make yourself sick. No! Wah! My friend's gone. I can't go without him. I don't want to go. Your friend's missing too? What do we do? And we've got to find your friend too. Miranda? Commander! What's going on? I found a lost child. And was supposed to escort her to her parents at the station. But she says she can't leave because her friend is missing. She's been crying non-stop, and I'm worried she might get dehydrated. And I'm not sure how to find her friend here, so I'm a bit stuck. I see. It's okay if you can't find him. Miss Snow said she'd find my friend. Miss Snow? Yeah. Miss Snow promised she'd find my friend. So I have to wait here. Is that so? You don't even know where my friend is. I'm sorry. But when's Miss Snow getting here? I don't know. Oh, I see. How long has it been since she went to look for your friend? I don't know. I ate all my ice cream and waited, but she didn't come. I mean, she might have just forgotten. No! She said you're supposed to keep your promises. And she said she'd keep hers. Hold on. Don't tell me Miss Snow got lost too. You really think so? There have been loads of lost kids lately. Then what do we do? If Miss Snow got lost too, did I get her in trouble? I'll go look for her right away. Commander, please look after this little girl. Miranda, calm down. Huh? I'll go look for her. Miranda, stay here and watch the girl. You're going to go look for her, Commander? Maybe I should... Shouldn't you let Polly know you're running late first? That's right. Polly told me to call her if anything happened. I almost forgot. Alright, I'll be right back. So be a good girl and listen to the nice officer, okay? Are you going to look for Miss Snow? Yeah, I am. I'll go find Miss White and come right back. Where the hell did Miss White come from in that sentence? Like, in this conversation at all? That feels like a translation error. So promise me you'll stay with the officer and not cry, okay? Okay, I promise. Alright, I'll go look for her. Oh my, is there someone else we need to find? I turn around. There she is. A woman in white, with hair to match. Then I'll go take care of it right away. Could you tell me what they look like? Are you Miss Snow by any chance? Miss Snow! Ah, so that's what you've been calling me, sweetie. That's right. I'm Snow Crane, the Miss Snow this little one mentioned. A kind friend. I'm sorry, you've been waiting a while, haven't you? So, ta-da! Snow Crane holds out a brown teddy bear with a pink ribbon to the little girl. I brought a cuddly little friend with me. Teddy! She takes the teddy bear, cradling it in her arms. Wait, don't tell me your friend is... A teddy bear? Yep. So it's a stuffed toy. But you said he's your friend. Stuffed toys can be a child's best friend. Teddy is my friend. I see. Good thing we didn't report her missing. That would have been a mess. Now then, who else do we still need to find? We were just about to go look for you, Miss Snow. Oh my, really? Yeah, we were starting to think you got lost or something. I see. I'm sorry, dear. It's been a while since I've been up in the Ark, so I got a little lost along the way. I hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. It's been a while? Well then, since it looks like her friend's been found safe and sound, we'll be heading off now. Thank you for your cooperation, Commander. Anytime. I'll leave the rest to you, Miranda. Bye-bye, Miss Snow. Bye-bye, mister. You take care now, little one. Miranda and the little girl leave together. Oh my, I didn't think it would take me this long to find her toy. Thank you for comforting the little one. I'm not great with kids, so thanks for stepping in. You're really good with them. I like children. They're so pure. And I like kind people like you, too. The kind who help others out of genuine kindness. I wouldn't go so far as calling myself a good person. Now then. Snow Crane stares straight at me. Why are you staring at me like that? I'm glad you're awake now. I was going to bring you a blanket, but it's been a while since I've been up here. The Ark's changed quite a bit, hasn't it? I ran into a little trouble and couldn't get one. I'm sorry, you must have been cold. Wait, is this yours? I hold up the handkerchief with a crane embroidered on it. Oh my, it is! Thank you for bringing it back to me. That was very kind of you, friend. I could never throw this away. Thanks for covering me earlier. The sun was really bright. Oh, it's nothing, really. Snow Crane reaches out and takes the handkerchief. You probably heard earlier, but I'm Snow Crane. And your name's Azure, right? You know me? Oh, absolutely. I see you on TV all the time. The hero who reclaimed part of the surface. Reclamation Site 01, isn't that right? Oh, so that's what was on TV. Of course. It's only natural people would want to praise you. You did something everyone's dreamed of for so long, and no one else ever managed it. So when you think about it... Snow Crane just stares intently at me. What's wrong? It might be a little tricky otherwise. So could you lower your head just a bit for me? Lower my head? Yes, just a tiny bit will do. I do as Snow Crane says and lower my head. That's it. Good. Snow Crane lifts a hand and starts gently patting my head. Yeah, she is very mother-coded. Okay. Reclaiming even part of the surface is such an incredible thing. And you did something so kind that no one else could. You're amazing. I'm so proud of you. You did really, really well. That's enough praise for now. Snow Crane lets her hand fall. Thank you for humoring me and lowering your head. I've been wanting to do this ever since I saw you on the news. Now I finally get to. Right. Oh my, I'm so sorry. That must have taken you by surprise. I didn't make you uncomfortable, did I? No, not really. It just made me feel like a kid again. I'm sorry. I was just so surprised to see how much you've grown. It made me so proud. I couldn't help but pat your head. It's a little embarrassing is all. I'm a grown man after all. Wait. Something about that didn't sound right. No need to be embarrassed. Even grown-ups deserve lots of praise when they've done a good job. Hang on. What did you just say? I just meant even grown-ups deserve a little praise too. Did that come out strange? That's not quite it. Oh dear, now's not the time for that. Do you know what time it is? I pull out my phone and check the time. It's 11:20 a.m. Oh dear. I might be late if I don't hurry. I should get going now. It was really lovely meeting you today, friend. Oh, okay. Snow Crane rushes toward the park entrance, then halts abruptly and looks around for a while. Now she's heading this way again? Excuse me, friend. I'm really sorry to bother you. Do you happen to know where the train station is? I can't seem to find a map anywhere. Huh? A map? I guess people don't really use maps anymore these days. You all know your way around so well. It's so clever of you. Why don't you just check the map on your phone? Oh? Phones have maps now? Snow Crane fishes her phone out of her pocket. And something this tiny? How does that even work? I'll take you there. A kind friend. Side B. Oh my, so this is the station. If I'd come by myself, I might have wandered around forever. Goodness, the roads have gotten so complicated, haven't they? You're very good at finding your way, aren't you? How impressive. Thank you for bringing me here, friend. You're welcome. The thing is, Snow Crane looks up at the departure board, eyes moving over the train schedules. There are so many trains running. Which one should I take to get there? Where are you heading? I think it's somewhere along Royal Road. The place is called Under Grace, I think. Do you happen to have the address? Oh, of course. I'm sure I wrote it down somewhere. Let me check. Snow Crane pulls out a small notebook. Ah, there it is. Here you go. What are you playing? Hey, Eggmaster. Welcome in. I'm currently playing Goddess of Victory NIKKE, which is a gacha game. And I'm currently doing the Good World event, which introduces a new character, Snow Crane. She is very mother-coded. I'm pretty much just going through the story, just so it's covered before the 3.5 anniversary comes up next week. Can I take a look? Inside the notebook are 3 addresses. Snow Crane points to the first one. Yeah, I can see that she's mommy-coded. Oh, not mommy-coded, mother-coded. Like, she will pat you on the head and say that you did a good job. She's very much more mother-coded than mommy-coded. There are definitely characters who are mommy-coded, but she's very much mother-coded. Snow Crane points to the first one. Looks like you're heading to the department store on Royal Road. Yeah, sure. No, hold on. I might actually have to go back to the previous one after this. But give me a moment. Just catch a train to Royal Road from Platform 1. Oh my, you really do know everything, don't you? Anyone could figure that out. What a smart boy. Snow Crane gently pats my back. You're treating me like a kid again. Yeah, like, already we're getting the more mother code than the mommy code, but I can go back to the previous story part to show the actual mother coding again. That deserves some praise, you know. Thank you so much for helping me. I'll see you again soon, okay? No, I trust you. Snow Crane walks briskly forward. Should I really just let Snow Crane go without asking anything? I should at least ask for her number. I looked toward where Snow Crane went. Once again, Snow Crane looks around, then starts walking back toward me. Oh dear, this isn't good. What is it this time? I can't seem to find where to buy a ticket. Told you I knew it. Knew what? Knew what? Like, she just gets lost very easily. Huh? Mommy coded. Mother coded. But if you want to see her as mommy, sure. I need one, but I'm not sure where to go. Would you happen to know, friend? The AZX is free to use in the Ark. It's part of the social welfare program. Oh my, really? I had no idea they offered benefits like that. The Ark's come such a long way, hasn't it? You want her number. Your character wants the mommy at least. Listen, the character has really weird relationships with a lot of the NIKKEs. He has official girlfriends and he has official wives. He's very much the bicycle. But no, like, he's just met her. The weird thing is that earlier, Snow Crane had mentioned that the character knows ball. Earlier, Snow Crane had mentioned that how much the character had grown, which implies that she had met the character before, but he doesn't know that. So he's trying to... The reason he wants the number is so that he can ask her questions later. But shenanigans are about to ensue, because this is going to be this feels like it's going to be a very comedic event. The character has goals beyond my comprehension. The character is very weird. So I just need to go to the platform and get on? Yeah, that's right. You okay going on your own? Comedic on the hub. No, like, this game does have a lot of TNA. It has a lot of jiggle physics. There are definitely moments where it leans into the sexy. But there are also times where it leans very heavy into the funny haha. This event so far, it very much feels like it's leaning into the funny haha. I'm not completely sure, but if I ask around as I go, I'm sure I'll manage. I'll take you there. Really? But you're usually so busy. I'm free today, so it's fine. But if I can't go with you, I'll at least walk you part of the way. Not at all. Sit tight. We're gonna be in for a ride. It's perfectly fine if you come with me. I'm just meeting someone to pass along a letter, that's all. I'm sure they won't mind you being there either. They're all kind people. I just feel a little bad because you've done so much for me. You even walked me all the way here. When you see someone who's lost, it's only natural to... Friend. Nothing in this world is ever only natural. In the end, it all comes down to the choices we make. Alright, how about this? When I'm done with everything for today, I'll grant you one wish in return for your help, as long as it's within my power. A wish? That's alright. It doesn't have to be today. I'll take care of the agreement. I don't think that's necessary. Oh my, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come across so strongly. Managing agreements is just part of what I do. So you manage agreements? Then, shall we make a promise instead? We'll still need to keep it, just like an agreement, but it won't feel quite so heavy. If I hadn't heard that, I probably would have turned it down. I was just so surprised to see how much you've grown. It made me so proud. Yeah, so this is kind of the thing that the commander's fixated on right now. Snow Crane knows who the commander is. They've met them before in the past, but the commander doesn't remember. So this is what they're curious about. This is why they want to get to know Snow Crane a little bit more. But again, she's also acting very motherly. I couldn't help but pat your head. She said she was surprised at how much I've grown. That means she knows about my past. Angie, bad AF. There are some women who are that way in this game. Absolutely. Snow Crane is not reading that way. If that's the case, I have to ask her. She might know about the parts of my childhood I can't remember. And the project I'm tied to. Oh, they're referencing Wisdom Spring here, where it was revealed that apparently the commander might be a genetic experiment. Because in Wisdom Spring, some really weird shit got revealed. So, and the commander doesn't remember anything about their past. So we're actually going to start getting into that again. Oh, no, this is actually going to be really good. Is something bothering you? Did he get molested by 15 autistic clowns? The current theory is that he was grown in a test tube, because the only memory he has is graduating from a military academy, being in the hospital about once or twice, and then being sent on the front lines, which is where Chapter 0 starts. So, we don't know what the whole deal with the commander is at the moment. The fact that they're trying to use this event to go into the possible past the commander has is definitely something people are interested in, because that is a huge mystery. What a nice childhood. Does even making a promise feel like too much right now? No. Well, let's make a promise. I've got something I want to ask you too. My, is that so? That works out nicely. Then, let's make a promise. When this is over, I'll grant you one wish, friend. Okay, I'll hold you to that. The first letter, side A. So this is the department store. How beautiful. Snow Crane keeps glancing around. Oh my, what a big space. And it's all shops? How nice. Streamers with the autism tag are always funny. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh goodness, look at those clothes. We've put them out for everyone to see. Oh, friend, come take a look. They're selling flowers. I wonder if they're real. Hey, relax. Ah, forgive me. I got a bit carried away. Is this your first time in a department store? Not seen someone talk like this before. And I just kind of like doing voice acting from time to time, but NIKKE is a game with predominantly female characters, and they also just kind of destroy my throat trying to voice them all, so I decided to just kind of do reading for visual novel stuff and just try to match the inflection that the character seems to have. Yes, when I first came to the Ark, I don't remember seeing buildings like these. Most of the larger ones were connected to the central government. But perhaps that's not quite fair of me to say. The commander is also good at destroying throats. There are some NIKKEs who probably would say that. Back then, I was always traveling for agreements, so I never really had the chance to look around. That might be why I simply never noticed them. And when I first arrived, the war was still ongoing, so everything felt very different from how it does now. So I think that's why I find it all rather fascinating. Snow Crane watches people spill out of the store, their moods written plain on their faces. Some look pleased with their purchases, while others mutter under their breath, clearly dissatisfied. My, it's changed so much. Just watching them makes me happy. What's the name of the place we're going again? Oh, it's called Under Grace. I think it's a cafe. Just a sec. I tried searching for it online. Found it. Looks like it's on B1. Let's head down. Oh my, you found it already? How reassuring. I'll trust you and follow your lead. I think this is it. You're right. It's Under Grace. You really are good at finding your way around. That's impressive. Thanks for the compliment. But you sure it's okay if I go in with you? I can just wait outside. That's fine, really. I told you earlier, didn't I? I'm just here to deliver a letter. The people receiving it won't mind at all. And the signatories said there's no need to keep it secret. So there's nothing to worry about. A signatory? So you're doing this because of an agreement? Yes, that's right. I'm just fulfilling a request from an agreement made a long time ago. I'm a little worried you might get bored while I deliver the letter. Will you be alright? I'll be fine. Looks like everything's all right now. Let's head inside, shall we? Sure. We step into the cafe. The warm scent of coffee fills the air. Wow, the coffee smells lovely. Yeah, it really does. Thank you for the compliment. Hearing that from young folks really brightens my day. The menu's right over here, so take your time and have a look before ordering. Snow Crane stares intently at the woman. Can I help you? Are you Sarah by any chance? Pardon? Yes, that's me, but who are you? I believe this is the first time we've met in person. My name is Snow Crane. Miss Snow Crane? Yes, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you, my friend. I've come to deliver a letter on behalf of you-know-who, as per our agreement. Oh? The first letter, side B. I don't have anything to smoke in. With a soft clink, Sarah sets two cups of hot coffee on the table. Oh wow, thank you. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you, I appreciate it. Don't mention it. Since you're with Miss Snow Crane, it's only natural that I take care of you. Sarah slides in and sits down across the table. We've only ever communicated through letters, so this is our first time meeting in person. I hope I didn't surprise you too much by dropping in so suddenly. Oh, don't worry about it. I had a feeling it was about time, so if anything, I was just surprised that I was actually right. Speaking of surprises, though, shouldn't you be more surprised at how young I look? Oh my, yes. We've been exchanging letters for decades. I never imagined you would look so young. I started using Evergreen earlier than most of my friends, and I've kept it up ever since. For several decades? Oh dear, I'm sorry. I started talking before making proper introductions. This is Sarah. She's affiliated with a foundation run by one of my signatories. You need to use another voice for Sarah. I'm trying. I am not a very good voice actor. I just do it for the fun of it. A foundation? Yes. I was only a child when everyone migrated to the Ark, and I came alone, without my parents. The Foundation supported me until I became an adult. In return, I entered into an agreement with Miss Snow Crane here, who oversees the Foundation on behalf of another, to write to her each year about the changes in the Ark. You've been around since the Ark migration? That means you must be... It's not very nice to ask a lady her age. Yeah, so Snow Crane is at least 100 years old. So let's keep our guesses to ourselves, okay? Oh, right. Because the Ark was constructed 100 years ago, and people have been living inside it ever since. Anyway, that's why you asked if she was surprised by how young you look. Exactly. We never actually met in person, just exchanged letters. But I suppose that ends today. Yes. Now that the contract has ended, I wanted to see you in person. Cake can be eaten as long as it's fresh. Sorry, is that supposed to say French? Now that the contract has ended, I wanted to see you in person. And deliver this letter that was left for you. No. Okay. Snow Crane hands Sarah a letter. I see. So this is a letter from them. Sarah gingerly accepts the letter. If you don't mind, may I read it first? Why, of course. Sarah lifts her trembling hands and carefully opens the letter. French people mentioned grr. Then she buries her face in her hands and begins to cry. I reach for a tissue to hand her, but Snow Crane gently strokes my back and shakes her head. She starts drinking her coffee without a word. I really wanted to meet you. Just once. But in the end, I never got to. I sip my coffee in silence, listening to Sarah cry. So whoever wrote that letter, or whoever the letter's about, has apparently passed away. Her sobs are full of longing, gratitude, and sorrow. A little while later. Thank you both for waiting. Goodness, I can't remember the last time I cried like this. To think I'd make such a scene at my age, and in front of someone younger, too. I'm sorry. No, not at all. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's only natural to cry when you're hurting. Thank you, Miss Snow Crane, for waiting so patiently, and for bringing me this letter. I suppose I won't be writing those yearly letters anymore. Delay check. I think you're good. It's going to feel a little lonelier now. No, I should be the one thanking you. When I think about those yearly letters no longer coming, it does feel a little lonely, doesn't it? About 30 seconds. It also takes me a bit to notice when it pops up because I'm also focusing on the game. But I do make sure to glance at chat every time something pops up. Unless you're checking the stream delay check. You've worked so hard all this time. Likewise, Miss Snow Crane. Yeah, okay. Thanks for letting me know. Now then, I'll proceed with closing out the agreement. Sarah, as agreed, I have one final question. In your opinion, do you feel the Ark has become a better place than it was before? Would you like me to be honest? Yes, that's what they asked of me. You're responding better than a lot of people? Thank you. No. The methods have changed, but things haven't improved in the slightest. Of course, people's lives are far better than they used to be. I mean, even someone like me, a former war orphan, now runs a cafe on Royal Road. And thanks to Evergreen, I've been able to keep this youthful appearance. But people's hearts are still sick. If anything, they've just grown worse in a different way. They've grown so used to peace in the Ark that they've forgotten the war is still raging on the surface. Gonna explore Death Little Shimmers. Maybe I'll be back. I'll probably be live for about another hour and 15 minutes. Maybe just another hour. Because this is a pretty short event, and I don't plan on covering more after this, but... at least for the day. But I should probably still be here for maybe another hour. Have yourself a good day. They've grown so used... Right. They've forgotten the war is still raging on the surface. Forgotten who made that peace possible in the first place. And now we even have a ridiculous term like NIKKE-phobe. Yes, thanks to Pretty, Tetraline, and those well-known squads. We're connecting back to the Pretty story arc! Okay! I was not expecting that! So I guess this is a pretty... I guess it was a pretty good idea to take a break between the Pretty Star side story for this before the actual anniversary event shows up. Alright. NIKKE rights have improved beyond recognition since the Second Surface Reclamation War. And yet, whenever something happens in the Ark, people are still quick to pin the blame on the NIKKEs. Peace has become a given, And with that, they've grown complacent, ungrateful. Just like so many who once belonged to our foundation. Never satisfied with the support they were given. Foolish enough to try taking the Foundation's money, only to end up facing your judgment. Face your judgment? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry for being so negative at our last meeting, but I really don't think this society has improved at all. That's just how I see it. Thank you. I've listened carefully to everything you shared. I appreciate you seeing this through to the very end. I hope your days ahead are filled with peace. Thank you for everything, Miss Snow Crane. The second letter. We leave the cafe and head to a hospital in the downtown area to meet the person the second letter is meant for. Thanks to you, I made it to the hospital without getting lost. I'm really glad you're with me. So, the second letter is for a patient, right? Yes, I heard Oliver has been in the hospital for about a year now. I see. Now, friend. Yeah? You've been acting a little off since earlier. Is something bothering you? You can't even look me in the eye. You weren't like this at the start, were you? From what I heard... Excuse me. From what I heard earlier, I think I might have a rough idea of how old you might be. So now I'm not sure if I should be speaking this casually. Oh my goodness. Is that what's been bothering you? Aw, you're adorable. I mean, how could it not? Someone from back when the Ark was sealed is calling you Miss? It's just a nickname some friends from the Foundation came up with. I don't really pay attention to things like age. So please, just treat me like you always have. Honestly, I'd be happier if you didn't worry about things like that. Got it. I'll try to keep things more casual. Emergency patient coming through! Clear the way! I quickly step aside. A sharp rattle of wheels cuts through the air. A gurney bursts in, pushed by emergency personnel. A NIKKE lies on it, her arms and legs missing. Two mass-produced NIKKEs follow close behind. Stay with us! You can't die like this! Looks like there's been an accident. I suppose so. Snow Crane slowly looks around the hospital. A patient in a hospital gown sits with a downcast expression, a companion beside them quietly holding their hand. Nearby, someone waits their turn, fear written plainly on their face. Another sits hunched over, their face twisted in pain. All around, people sit with worry heavy on their faces. Are you alright? Of course. I've seen things like this many times before. But ever since Evergreen was developed, people have been living far longer than anyone ever expected. And medicine has advanced just as much. And yet, humans, and NIKKEs too, they still fall ill without warning. They still get caught in accidents. They still grieve and suffer. Even after all this time, that hasn't changed. That makes me a little sad. Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make things so serious. We submitted a visitation request a while ago, but it looks like it's taking a little longer than expected. You're right. I'll go check. Who's here to see Mr. Oliver? Yes, that's us. Please, come this way. The nurse leads us into a hospital room. And there... An elderly man lies there, kept alive by a web of machines and tubes. It's nice to meet you, Oliver. I'm Snow Crane.
Welcome, Miss Snow Crane. I've been waiting. I'm sorry. I wish I could have received you in better health.
Oh, not at all. This is more than enough. Thank you for waiting.
You're here to tell me it's ended, aren't you?
That's right. The contract has ended, so I wanted to see you in person and deliver this letter from you-know-who. Snow Crane hands Oliver the letter.
A letter?
Oliver slowly lifts the arm with the IV still in it and carefully takes the letter. I'm here again. Welcome back, Eggmaster. He opens it and reads in silence. Not long after, he folds the letter with care and sets it on the blanket.
I see. So, they won't be coming after all.
Yes,
And you still can't tell us why?
that's right.
I see. What a pity.
Now then, I'll proceed with closing out the agreement. Oliver, as agreed, I have one final question. In your opinion, do you feel the Ark has become a better place than it was before?
A better place? Yes, I think it has. There was a time when I thought the Ark was flawed, an unjust place. But as I grew older and fell ill, I suppose I started to see things differently. I lost my entire family to the raptures on the surface. But I was able to build a new one and keep going. The reason I've been able to live such a long life is because of the people in the Ark, the Foundation included. Even now, as I lie here sick, it's no different. Thanks to the help of so many and the devotion of my children, I was able to see you, Miss Snow Crane, and bring this agreement to a close. So, in a place where so many good people live, I believe it has become a better world than it once was.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. I know that couldn't have been easy, so I really appreciate you taking the time to tell me.
No, it's just something I had to do. I'm just glad I could see the agreement through before things got worse. Now, I think I can go without any regrets.
Thank you for all your hard work, Oliver.
Miss Snow Crane, could I ask one last favor?
Why, of course.
If, by any chance, you meet them, please tell them I'm grateful to them for letting me live as a human. Could you deliver that message for me?
Yes, I'll be sure to pass it along. I think this is a good spot for us to take a quick break. And we're back for a beautiful ending, Side A. So, where to next? Let's see. Our next stop is... Snow Crane opens her notebook. Suddenly, my stomach growls loudly. Huh? What was that sound? Was that you, friend? Hey, don't look so surprised. Kind of embarrassing.
Oh dear, I didn't even notice. It's already past lunchtime. How can I let a growing boy go hungry like this? I really am the...
Excuse me.
I really am the worst.
But I'm not a kid anymore.
This simply won't do. Let's go have lunch right now.
Hey, no need to rush. Just take it easy. We can grab something quick on the way.
Huh? Snacking instead of a real meal? That's not good for you, friend. You need to eat proper meals to stay healthy.
Snow Crane grabs my hand and pulls me along.
Come on, let's go get something to eat together right now.
Fine, let's go.
Great, off we go.
Huh? Why are you just standing there?
Huh? I thought you'd already have somewhere in mind.
I don't.
Oh, I see. Right, you might not know the tasty spots around here. Just hang on a sec, okay? I'll ask a few people what the most popular places are. I saw on TV that if you ask about 10 people and check their answers, you can usually find a really nice spot.
I grab Snow Crane just as she's about to dart forward. No, it's fine. I'll take you somewhere. Everybody, it's time for Cosmo Taste! Welcome to Cosmo Burger! Please place your order at the kiosk.
Kiosk? Wow, friend! It seems the staff are calling themselves kiosks these days. How curious.
Uh-huh.
That man said we should place our order at the kiosk. Usually we'd say you place your order with the staff, but I guess they call themselves kiosks here.
No, that's not it. I lead Snow Crane up to the kiosk. This is a kiosk. It's a machine you can use to place orders on your own.
Oh, so you order with this? How do you pay then?
You pay at the same time you order.
Oh my goodness, you can do that? Fascinating.
Oh, I'm starting to wonder if whether she might be mother-coded or grandmother-coded. Because she does know how modern stuff works. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
I think I understand. It's kind of like a vending machine, huh?
Yeah, you could say that.
Now that I think of it, you can place an order without speaking to anyone at all. You can place an order without speaking to anyone at all. That must make it much easier for introverts.
How lovely! Damn, she hit the nail on the head. Wow, this is so good! Snow Crane turns toward the young man enjoying his meal.
That's the new burger, right?
Yeah, want a bite?
Everyone's really enjoying their food. Hamburger, It's my first time seeing one, but it looks quite tasty.
What? You've never had a hamburger?
No, I haven't. Back when I was underground, our meals were pretty limited. Not that the food they gave us was all bad, mind you. We just didn't really get things like this.
Were you locked up or something?
Oh, nothing like that. I suppose you could say I was there partly out of duty and partly because I chose to be. I happen to know quite a few agreements that are best left unspoken.
Oh yeah, I remember you said your job was to oversee agreements. I guess that means you handle other contracts too? Not just the ones related to what we're doing now.
Correct. There are other contracts as... excuse me, are you going to order? If not, can I go first? Oh, I'm sorry. We've been chatting without even ordering. Please, go ahead.
Snow Crane and I step aside.
I suppose this isn't a great place to talk. How about I tell you the rest later?
Alright.
Why don't we try the new burger? Those two over there seem to really be enjoying it, so I'm sure it must taste good.
Sounds good to me.
Since we're eating in,
Should I go get us a table? Actually, let's get it to go. To go? Yeah. For a beautiful ending, side B. Holding 2 combo meals, we step out into downtown. Why don't we eat here? I sit on a bench off to one side of a busy area. Here? Yeah. Do you not like it? No, it's perfectly fine. I just didn't know this is how people ate out now. It's always fun to experience new things. Snow Crane sits beside me. I'm sure I'll enjoy eating out here. I take out 2 hamburgers from the bag and hand one to Snow Crane. Why the sigh? I just feel bad that you ended up paying because I didn't know how to. I should have watched more about this on TV. Well, now that you know how to do it, you can pay next time. That's true, huh? Then that's just what I'll do. Next time, I'm going to treat you to something healthy and delicious. I'm looking forward to it. Now let's dig in. Snow Crane takes a bite of the hamburger. Her eyes widen as she looks at me. This is delightful. Glad you like it. So this is what young people like to eat these days. I'm having so much fun. I'll get started on mine as well. Gotta see what all the fuss is about. Enjoy! As she eats, Snow Crane quietly watches the people passing by. A family, smiling as they cross the street hand in hand. An elderly man resting by the roadside. Merchants squabbling with one another. She watches as everyone around goes about living their lives in peace. You really like this, don't you? You seem to enjoy people watching. Yes. Being able to eat while watching all these people makes me happy. Wait a moment. Are we eating outside because you know I enjoy people watching? That, and the weather's nice as well. My goodness. How very thoughtful of you. You're so kind and caring, friend. Such a good boy. Snow Crane lifts her clean hand and pats my shoulder. How did you know, though? What gave it away? At the department store, and the hospital, and pretty much everywhere we've been, you always seem to be noticing others. Like when you found me sleeping in the park and helped me. Or when you helped that girl who lost her teddy bear. I figured the reason you're able to notice people is because you must enjoy watching them. Yeah, that's right. The Ark has changed in so many ways, and yet, some things haven't changed at all. I find all those differences so endlessly fascinating that I can't help but look around everywhere and watch. So all this time, you were underground, as you put it, and you never came above ground? I did on occasion, but mostly for work. I've never really walked around the city like this, just for myself. Even before coming to the Ark, I was in a lab training for what was to become my line of work. So when it comes to what you might call normal life, this might actually be my first time experiencing it. Your first time? You don't have any memories from before you became a NIKKE? No. I was created to carry out the special duty of handling contracts and agreements. I would watch Tetra TV and read the letters sent each year by the people who had contracts with the Foundation. Within those letters, there was a world I had never experienced. A living, breathing Ark. That might be why I had more of a personal attachment to this contract than most of the others. I see. Doesn't it make you feel a little sad? What do you mean? That a contract you care about is ending. Yeah, of course. I'm sad knowing that I won't be able to receive their letters anymore. But they held up their end of the contracts through to the very end. That's enough for me to be happy. Being able to inform someone that they fulfilled their contract isn't something that happens often. It's not? There was something Sarah mentioned earlier. It was about people in the Foundation, and how a lot were dissatisfied with the support they received, so they tried to take the Foundation's money, and then I had to discipline them. Do you remember that? Yeah. At the beginning, there were over 100 children in the Foundation. Now, only 3 of them remain who were faithful to their agreements. 3? That means... No one else made it to the end of their contracts. They either passed away due to illness or unrelated accident, or were disciplined by me. What do you mean by disciplined? Exactly what it sounds like. I reprimand those who fail to uphold their contracts. At first, I try to reason with them. If that doesn't work, I give them a warning. And if that fails, I resort to force. In this line of work, that sort of thing happens more than you'd think. Very few people see an agreement through to its end. That being said, with this contract, there were 3 whole people who either made it to the end, or who still can. That's why I'm happy. I get to meet with those who showed me the Ark long ago, and then look them in the eye, tell them they've done well, and bring this all to a beautiful close. I see. I'd like to thank you, friend, for helping me bring something so meaningful to a proper end, and for guiding me around this unfamiliar world I find myself in. You're really a good person. No, I'm really only helping you because I want to ask you something. What's wrong? Where did you say the last letter needed to go? Let's see, Leo should be here. Snow Crane opens her notebook and shows me an address. That's not far from here. Oh, wonderful. Let's go talk to them and bring this contract to its proper end. All right. Before we go, let's finish eating. Make sure to chew properly. Once we finish, we'll go find the last friend on my list and give his story a beautiful ending. However, things often conclude in ways we never expect, for reasons we never see coming. Oh no. The final letter. Side A. You said it was the 5th shelf, right? Yes. Then this should be it. Indeed. I believe this is correct. We lift our heads and look at the photo of an elderly man smiling brightly. Leo. Beside it, there is an urn labeled Leo. An hour earlier. Hello. Does your name happen to be Leo? No, Leo's my father. Who are you? Oh, I see. Goodness me, what a wonderful son he has. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Snow Crane. I came to inform your father of the end of his contract with the Foundation. Are you Miss Snow Crane? You know who I am? Yes. My father had been waiting for you for a very long time. I see. Then I should go see him right away. Could you tell me where he is? My father passed away last week. But we were in touch only a month ago. How could that happen? He'd gone quite some time without Evergreen, and his condition suddenly took a turn for the worse due to his advanced age. I see. I wish you would have come a bit sooner. My father never stopped waiting for the day you'd come. All he ever talked about was when he'd finally get word from his sponsor. Oh. I'm sorry. I was too late. Snow Crane grips the bag with the letter tightly. Thank you for letting me know. I'm sorry for your loss. You should get going now. Snow Crane, wait. Yes? If it's not too much trouble, could you tell us where his grave is? So, this is how we finally meet. Snow Crane places a white flower in front of the urn. Thank you for asking about his son after this. When he told me what happened, my mind went completely blank. This isn't the first time something like this has happened, but I can never get used to it. That's understandable. You just found out you lost someone you'd been in touch with for a long time. That's right. He and I had corresponded for a very long time. Every year on the same day, he made sure his letters arrived in the morning. He never missed a single one, not even this year. He was faithful and dedicated. That's just the kind of person he was. And yet, ultimately, he passed on before we could finish things up. I should have come sooner. Then Leo might have received the letter he had been waiting for all this time. Now I'll never be able to deliver it. You're not leaving the letter? I have to take it back. The recipient is no longer in a state to receive it. Why don't you read it to him? Pardon? Let's read it here. Isn't that how the contract's supposed to end? That's true, but... He may no longer be here. But that doesn't change the fact that he was faithful to his agreement this whole time. So read it for him. Let him finish out his contract. But... he won't be able to hear it. Still, at least we won't be leaving the agreement unfinished, right? Leaving the agreement unfinished. Snow Crane looks at the photo of Leo smiling brightly. You're right. It's important to have closure. Thank you for the advice, friend. You've got this. Snow Crane steadies her breathing and looks at the letter that was meant to be delivered to Leo. Leo, though we are conducting this meeting in a way I had not anticipated, you have faithfully performed your contractual obligations for the duration of the agreement. Therefore, as witness to this contract, I, Snow Crane, hereby officially declare that you, Leo, have fulfilled your contract with the Foundation to the fullest extent. I will now read this letter out loud on the signatory's behalf, and bring this contract to its close. Snow Crane gingerly unfolds the letter. To my beloved child, Leo. After writing you once when you first joined the Foundation, and again when you came of age and left the care facility, I'm now writing you a third time. Have you been well? If you're reading this letter, it must mean you have kept your promises to the Foundation for all these years. I applaud such a remarkable display of devotion. Despite the severe hardships you've endured from losing your family and being cast into an unfamiliar environment, you've managed to live honestly without losing your light. That takes great courage and resolve, and I commend you for it. While I am sorry that I cannot tell you all of this in person, It also means that, like all of you, I too am keeping the promise I have made with someone. Please understand that. I hope you'll forgive me. I wish I could see for myself how all your faces have changed as you've grown up. I bet you've become a fine adult. In fact, I'm sure you have. Though the contract will end, and the Foundation will no longer walk through life beside you, I truly believe you'll have already found new, dear family members. So, Leo, I do not know how much of life still lies before you, but you've proved your devotion to your life up until now. And for that, I hope that your life will continue to shine until the very end. Even from afar, I will always be cheering for you. Your eternal supporter in life. Snow Crane folds the letter and places it in front of the smiling photo of Leo. With this, I can report that all the Foundation's contracts have come to an end. Leo, thank you for all the letters you sent over the years. Through them, I was able to see the Ark even from deep underground. Tears begin to fall from Snow Crane's eyes. I wish I could have met you and told you this in person. Thank you so much for your dedication. Snow Crane bows her head toward the resting Leo. Standing beside her, I bow my head as well, silently honoring the man who faithfully carried out his contract. The final letter, Side B. Would you like to rest on that bench for a bit? Sure. Snow Crane and I sit next to each other on a nearby bench. Now that it's late, there's no one else in the park except for us two. Thank you for today, friend. It's because of you that I was able to get closure with Leo. It was all you. You did great today. Oh, come now. I couldn't have done any of this without you guiding me along. Thank you for staying with me for so long. Snow Crane lowers her head in gratitude. It was an unforgettable experience. I'm glad it was meaningful for you as well. Now then, since we finished everything, it's time for me to grant your request, just as promised. Right. Go ahead and ask for anything. I'll do whatever I can for you. There are a few questions I want to ask you. Will you answer them honestly? You want me to answer some questions? That's really all you want? Yeah. These questions are really important to me. I wonder what could be so important. Please. Well, judging by your demeanor, they don't seem to be just any questions. Very well. I'll answer whatever you ask me. Thanks. However, if it's something I'm contractually obligated to keep secret, I won't be able to answer. I hope you understand. Of course. Okay. So, we have some idea of what we're going into. If she can't answer a question that we have, then that's someone higher up that we need to go look for at some point. If that's the case, just tell me it's confidential, and we'll leave it at that. Very well. And if it's not confidential, I promise I'll answer honestly. Thanks. Okay. Here we go. Before we start, could you lower your head for a moment? My head? Yes, just for a little while. Okay. I lower my head awkwardly. Snow Crane raises her hand. There now. Yeah, there we go. Mother or grandmother Snow Crane. and starts to pat my head. Goodness, why are you so tense? It's okay, it's okay. I'm not tense. There's no need to be nervous or afraid. I'll answer any questions you have. And if you ask about some grave secret of which I can't speak, I'll never threaten you or resent you for it. I swear. Maybe I really have been tense without realizing it. As I feel the warmth of her hand, the tension in my body begins to ease. There we go. Much better. Now, let's take a deep breath, okay? Good. Relax and try to gather your thoughts. Otherwise, you might end up forgetting to ask all that you really want to know. You can take whatever time you need and ask all the questions you want. I want you to feel comfortable asking anything. As the tension fades, my mind starts to settle. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better. Really? I'm glad. Snow Crane lowers her hand. Now then, let's begin our fun little question and answer time. I'm not nervous anymore. You don't have to do all that. Oh, this isn't to relieve your nerves. It's to set the mood. Now, what's your first question? When we first met in the park, you said you were surprised that I'd grown up into a lovely young man. I did say that, yes. Does that mean you know about my past? Ah, I can see how that would be an important question to you. Yeah. I know nothing about my past. So when I heard you say that, I thought I'd finally met someone who knows something. Goodness, I apologize. You've been waiting all day to ask that, haven't you? Well, you're right. I do know something about your past, friend. Though, to be exact, I only know your name. How? It was part of the information I received related to a contract. There was a record relating to your birth. Was it about how I was created as part of a special project? Oh! Oh, what's this track? Oh, this is a new track. Oh. Oh, things are getting interesting. She's surprised that the commander knows about the project. Do you remember that? No. I barely have any memories left of back then. There was just one short memory that popped into my mind a while back. I see. That memory was from what happened in Wisdom Spring. Oh. Oh, here we go. You're correct. You were a child born as part of a project. It's called Project AD, right? Yes. Okay, what is Project AD? And she's still surprised that we know this. This is supposed to be top secret information, I assume. How did you know that? In that case, can you tell me about Project AD? You want to know about Project AD? You don't have to tell me everything. I'd be happy even with just a hint at what kind of an experiment it was, or what they were trying to research. It's the only way I can know what I was born for, and what I even am. Friend. Are you not able to answer? Just a moment. I'm going to review the terms of my contracts to see if I'm allowed to answer this question. Snow Crane closes her eyes. Not long after, she opens them again. It is completely confidential. I fucking knew it! Okay. We're gonna have to deal with this Project AD stuff at some point. Wisdom Spring happened last year after we had Rappy's Footstep Walk run. We are uncovering more about the commander's past and whatever this project is. Because there's a reason the commander is called Number 7. Specifically by Ether, but it has been confirmed that that is why she calls him Number 7. It's not just some cute nickname. That's his project number. In other words, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't share anything with you. Divulging such details about the project would be a clear violation of my contract. Only a select few within the Ark even know about the project. Don't even know of the project. Meaning it's as confidential as can be. See. Instead, while it may not fully answer your question, I can at least explain why the project was created. Here we go! Extra lore! Would that be alright? I'll take any information I can get. Please, tell me. Very well. This is a story about a very old contract. A world built by good people. Side A. A long, long time ago, when the Raptors had only just begun to invade the surface, there were two big forces. The United Forces of Humanity, a government military that fought the Raptors, and a group known as VTC, a religious order that possessed advanced scientific technology. Those two forces joined hands to fight the Raptors. But around the time they finally accepted defeat and decided to retreat to the Ark, the United Forces of Humanity made a major decision. In order to secure the technology they lacked so that they could better govern the Ark, they chose to merge with VTC and take on a new name, the Central Government. So that's when they started calling it that. That's right. Many people believe the merger was the end result of a power struggle between the two. But I think they simply decided that neither side could defeat the Raptors on their own. When that agreement was reached, the two sides each presented their conditions for the merger. What were the conditions? VTC wanted to continue the research they had conducted on the surface, so they entered into an agreement with Missilis Industry, forming the Independent Research Institute known as MMR. Meanwhile, the United Forces of Humanity wanted to develop technology that would help mankind, so they requested that VTC share its miraculous scientific advances. Technology that would help humankind? Yes. There were many more conditions besides those, but those are the two biggest ones I'm able to mention at the moment. Also, when representatives from each party gathered, the following statement was added to the agreement. This agreement has been made under the supervision of Veiled Order, a squad that exists to serve as witness to contracts. Should either of the two parties violate any of the aforementioned terms, they may be suppressed by force. Wait, were you there when this agreement was made? Yes. I was there both to witness the agreement and to observe that the contract is upheld. That was one of the many reasons I remained underground until now. I see. In regards to one of those technologies that would help humankind, you may have heard me refer to someone as you-know-who earlier. They offered themselves up as a test subject. in exchange for getting MMR to begin a particular research project. Project AD, the very same one you're interested in. Who is this person? Someone who dreamed of making the world a better place. They wanted the Ark to serve as the starting point for that, so they embarked on many different endeavors. Project AD was one of those. Also, I just thought of one more connected to Project AD, or one more thing connected to Project AD. You've heard it mentioned many times today. I have? Yes. The miracle drug that extends the human lifespan. Evergreen. Evergreen is part of Project AD?! What?! Ugh. This person was able to get it mass-produced as a direct result of their involvement in this project. So, Evergreen is related to Project AD. They were a really great person. Not only did they kickstart Project AD, but even the contract that you helped me wrap up today was one of the many good things they did for the Ark. By which you mean they established the foundation you've been talking about? Yes. In order to care for children who had lost their parents before entering the Ark. This person used their own wealth and built this foundation. However, they wanted to prevent the children from taking things for granted and becoming wasteful. And they were concerned the money would fall into the wrong hands, which would prevent the children from getting the support they needed. To this end, the Foundation made a contract with me, and had the children send me letters every year recording the changes in the Ark, enabling you to step in if you saw that funds were being misused. Precisely. This person you're talking about sounds like a really good person. They were. They devoted everything they had to making the world better, to making it good. Others may think differently, but that's what I believe. So, to describe Project AD, I would say it was one of several foundation stones that this person laid to build a good world. I hope you can think of it in the same way for now. Parts of the foundations of a good world, huh? Someday, I'm sure you'll learn the whole truth about this project. Right. Someday. Yes. I'm sure of it. Can I ask you one last thing? You can ask me more than one last thing. Can you tell me who this person is that we've been talking about? Of course I can. Put it in terms of your job, they are the boss, high up on the ladder. Isn't the Supreme the commander? To put it in terms of the Ark in which we live, they are the commander-in-chief. What?! A world built by good people. The Commander-in-Chief? Yes. So the Commander-in-Chief really does exist. Honestly, I thought it might actually just be a title with no person behind it. It's quite natural that you would think that way. They are currently unable to meet with anyone. So that's why those letters said they couldn't come. Yes. That's also why they wrote so many letters in advance, and why I was the one to deliver them. I presume any other details about them are confidential. Correct. For the time being, what I can tell you is, at this very moment, while you and I are speaking, the Commander-in-Chief is continuing to sacrifice for the Ark. They're sacrificing for the Ark. Huh? That's everything I'm able to tell you. Was that helpful at all? Yeah. It helped a lot. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? Not now. I think I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. They weren't easy questions, so I appreciate you answering them as best you could. Well then. This was so much diving into low view count stream. Wait, this is such a heavy-ass lore drop for this game. We know a bit more about the project that that our commander is tied to, that Evergreen, which is what helps people live longer by allowing them to stay younger, and that the Supreme Commander is involved. This is heavy stuff regarding the commander. Holy shit! Holy shit! And we know now that the Supreme Commander is actually a person and not just some name with no one behind it that's used to be like, hey, there's someone above you, you don't know who it is, but there is. No, there is someone at that station. And they're trying to make everything better for everyone in the Ark. And we are apparently a part of the project that they kickstarted. That is insane! The Supreme Commander wants cranes. No, the crane just works for... Pretty much just works for... I'd say works for the Ark in general. Crane Squad keeps track of all contracts and agreements made in the Ark. And anyone who breaks them... she and her squad mates, who we don't know who her squad mates are at the moment, will reprimand and punish them. They're pretty much there to make sure they're upheld. A crane works for the construction site. But Snow Crane and her squad were present when the first contract regarding the Ark was made. And in that contract, it is directly stated that if either party of the contract breaks any terms of the contract, Snow Crane would punish them harshly and severely with whatever force they deemed necessary. But the Supreme Commander of the Ark apparently started a project to try and make lives better for everyone. She's gonna punish me. Termination. Basically, if you break a contract, she will end your existence. That's what her job is. Oh, fuck. This is a hell of a lore drop. You have a question for me? Oh, hang on. Well then, do you mind if I ask you one thing as well, friend? You have a question for me? Yes. There's something I'm curious about as well. I'd like you to answer it honestly. What is it? In your opinion, do you think the Ark is becoming a better place? That wasn't what I was expecting you to ask. Oh, really? After spending the whole day walking around the Ark, and hearing Sarah and Oliver's answers, with all their stories of the past, I found myself wanting to know what you think. Okay. So now we have a choice. This is more... Snow Crane is specifically asking the player, not the commander. Because her question, your answer will be determined based on everything that you've seen and experienced from when you started playing the game. All the story content you've seen, all of the other events, all of the Bond stories, all of it. This is a very personal question to ask the player. Why is she so bouncy? All of them do that. They use live 2D models, so they just kind of bounce when idling. It's not quite there yet, but I do think it's becoming a better place. Why do you think that? I don't play these types of games. I think that it is unique for this gacha game. Some of them do stick with static PNGs, like with Fate Grand Order and some others. But then others have full 3D models. NIKKE just decided to go with the live 2D stuff. The Ark certainly still has many problems. But I agree with what Oliver said. I received help from many good people around me. And there are people striving to make the world better, like the Commander-in-Chief. I see. So while the Ark may not be the best place as of now, I think that as long as people keep trying, it will get there eventually. I see. I appreciate your answer. What about you? Me? Well... Before I came to the Ark, I saw many people on the surface who lost their families due to war, or friends. Most people were sad. But today, I got to see the Ark not through letters or television, but with my own 2 eyes, and I got to see a lot of different people. People still suffer and grieve because of illness, accidents, and the loss of life, but... Term asexual tag means? It means that I consider myself to be asexual. I do not have... Personally, I do not have any sexual interest. So it falls within the LGBTQIA+ spectrum. But asexuality itself is also a pretty wide spectrum. And it usually encompasses people who experience sexual interests differently. Would be helpful sometimes. Yeah, it's like it's pretty much just how people will have like their will mention if they're bisexual just because they want that as a tag for their account. It's like, yes, this is my sexual orientation. Asexual is just an orientation of like, it's still a really weird part of the LGBTQ spectrum that has a lot going on with it, but it's, in my personal case, I just don't really have much of a sexual interest, so if I'm playing a game that has a lot of very sexualized characters, just know I'm not interested in that way. I just play for the fun of it. That's largely all the tag is for. At least in my regard. Review that. Okay. People still suffer and grieve because of illness, accidents, and the loss of life, but there was also a child who cried over a lost teddy bear, then smiled again when it was found. And families who gathered together to shop and eat together, and everyone was just living their lives. I think the fact that people can now live ordinary lives is an indication that the world has already been moving in the right direction. And the reason people were able to reclaim a semblance of normality. Snow Crane looks at me. It is thanks to the sacrifices of good NIKKEs and good people like you, friend. So I think everything will be alright. No matter what kind of place the Ark may be now. Good people will continue striving to create and maintain a good world. And the world will keep moving in a better direction. I also believe you will stand at the center of it all. Because you're a really good person. Who's our MC now? The main character you can name the main character whatever you want. The story does solidify them as being male, but they are a commander in the military, and they command a squad of Nikkes. Getting into the Nikke lore, Nikkes are basically robots with human brains. And they are usually used as essentially machines of war, because when the Raptures invaded, a lot of the world's soldiers were killed, so there really weren't many people trained to be soldiers. So the commanders are just the people that take charge and direct everything. The Nikkes are essentially super soldiers. However, Nikke, so they're like Mark Zuckerberg. Not quite. Nikkes are exclusively women. Because for whatever reason, at least I don't know if this was ever stated outright or if it's just a theory, but there have been attempts, I believe there have been attempts made to turn men into Nikkes in the earlier stages of the program, but every time they tried, the men either went completely insane or their brains absolutely fried upon activation. For some reason, the program just would not work with men. Crane one of them? Yes, Crane is one of them. So, and also because since the majority of men died in the Rapture invasion, they really could only turn to the surplus of women that was still on Earth, and essentially turn them into mechanical soldiers. However, there are various ways to go about this. Either you can volunteer for the procedure. Why do they need those drugs? Because, in part, it's either because this is how they looked in life, because the Nikke, or it's how they envision their true selves to be. Because the way Nikke bodies work is it's based on how the individual mentally views themselves. It's a form of self-actualization. There are some Nikkes that are much more standardized, and they're called mass-produced models. And mass-produced models pretty much are the most blank slate. They follow their program. Some mass-produced Nikkes can break out of this, like what happened with Rappy and her story. She was originally a mass-produced model, but eventually gained enough self-actualization that she has the body she has now. I can actually go over a list of the Nikkes after this, if you're interested in seeing them. I'm really not. You can see now that I only helped you because there were things I wanted to ask. Oh, is that what was bothering you earlier? There. Snow Crane pats my back. Tell me, when you first took me to the train station, or when you comforted the child who lost her teddy bear, was that all because you wanted to ask about your past? The guy just activated your autism. I'm not as autistic about this game. If you want to know about my autism game, you can check my YouTube channel for my VODs on Inuyasha, The Secret of the Cursed Mask, and I go absolutely ballistic on that game. Plus, I'm not as deep into the lore for this game as some other people. I like the story, I like the lore, I don't really deep dive into it. Well, also, who says a good person can't have their own motives? Having your own desires and hopes doesn't make you a bad person. What matters is what you choose to do with those feelings, how you act. I told you before. Nothing in this world is only natural. In the end, it all comes down to the choices we make. So I think you're a good person, friend. And I'm certain that the future you're working to create will become the good world that I dream of. Talk about pressure. Oh, I didn't mean to make you feel stressed. Not every choice I make will necessarily be for the sake of a better world. I'm only trying to protect what matters to me. Then how about this? I'll watch over you. Are you proposing we enter into a contract? No. We don't need to enter into any contracts or make any promises. I just want to observe. See the world you created. And to see the world you create, that'll give me my answer, I think. About the direction the world you build will take. And whether it will be the good world that I dream of. Does that mean you won't be staying underground anymore? You won't be able to observe from down there. I suppose that's true. Alright then. Watch over me. But only after you've experienced the Ark for yourself. Not through letters or a TV screen. Once you've done that, let's talk again. We can discuss whether the world is becoming a better place. Are you worried that I've been underground for too long? See? You really are a good person, friend. You've grown up to be such a nice boy. Snow Crane strokes my cheek. I think I'm starting to get used to being treated like a child. You like reading? Yeah, a fair bit. Visual novels is definitely a genre that I enjoy. Alright, it's settled. I won't stay underground anymore. I'll live here in the Ark, and watch you with my own eyes. Snow Crane smiles brightly. Let's talk again someday, alright? Good world. The end. But we're not done, because there's an epilogue. So let's take care of that. Preview of the gameplay, because I have it set to auto, because I'm already so powerful. Dear Benefactor. My god, yeah, no. Some of these other characters are a little out there in their design. Dear Benefactor. It has been some time since I last wrote to you. The fact that they're using the theme of Terminus Ticket is... oh, it's beautiful. It's a really good track. After fulfilling the final contract, I now write to deliver my closing report. In order to inform the Foundation's children that their contracts were ending, I came up to the Ark in person for the first time in a very long while. Since the day I reprimanded VTC, to be precise. Oh! Hold on, so did Commander Anderson and Snow Crane end up going hog wild against VTC? Ooh, that's interesting. I met Sarah, who now owns a cafe. I also met with Oliver, who's had a wonderful life with the fine family he's built. And, though I regrettably could not meet him in person, I also found Leo, who lived a truly devoted life, and notified him of his contract's conclusion. All three faithfully fulfilled their contracts over a long span of time. And as adults, each succeeded in building a new family of their own. It is just as you wished. I also witnessed how much the Ark has changed. Though illness, misfortune, and death still cause people to suffer, things appeared to be like in the times before the war, just as you dreamed. With people free to live normal lives once more, laughing and crying over beautifully trivial things. Some people view these changes and claim peace has made society complacent, and that we are heading in the wrong direction. They do not believe the world has become a better place. Others see the same world and point out how people now help each other, indicating the world is becoming good. As you once said, the fact that opinions are split down the middle may itself be proof that the Ark has undergone a meaningful change. Oh, and Oliver asked me to be sure to tell you something. He is grateful to have been allowed to live his life as a human being. He, Sarah, and Leo all miss you dearly. I wanted to be certain I conveyed that to you. Also, through all of these moments, I was together with the child you had hoped would be born out of VTC's efforts. Excuse? I watched him comfort a child who had lost her teddy bear, accompany someone who'd lost their way to the place they needed to go, help someone find closure who had been hesitant and wavering, and, in general, offer his time and heart willingly for the sake of others. He has grown into such a kind person. And that is not all. He has also achieved what no one else ever has. He achieved the astounding feat of reclaiming a part of the surface. While he did say he feels a great deal of pressure, I believe he is growing into exactly the kind of person he once hoped for. Someone who will one day lead humanity toward a better world. And so, now that all contracts with the Foundation have come to an end, I wish to watch what choices he will make from here onward, and what direction the world will take because of those choices. For the very first time, I am choosing to do this not as a part of a contract or a promise, but of my own will. Snow Crane lifts her gaze from the letter she has been reading and looks ahead. I hope you will watch together with me as he creates the future that you long hoped for. Snow Crane bows her head deeply. With this, I conclude my report and formally bring the Foundation's contracts to a close. Thank you for everything. The room is filled with a red glow. Snow Crane turns around, putting the giant coffin behind her, and walks forward without looking back. A coffin? Huh? That's all of the event done. So, as promised, here's a full. Well, I pretty much have every NIKKE in the game. The only one I don't have is Snow Crane, because that is a bait banner. But here we have Rappy, and this is her usual outfit. She's basically the game's icon character. She's on the she's the one on the app. Next up we have Helm. She leads the Aegis squad. We have Private. We have Mihara. This is easily one of the more extreme designs. And here we have Morin,
어려운 일 있으면 말만 해. 내가 해결해 줄 테니까.
one of the members of the Underworld Queen Squad, who essentially leads the Chinese Mafia. Pass on the Chinese Mafia, okay. Here we have Drake. Drake is outwardly scary on purpose because she believes herself to be a villain, but she's an absolute doofus. And then we have... Love those characters. Then we have Mast, another member of the Aegis Squad. This is her maid attire. This is not her usual look. She just wore this as part of an event and now kind of sometimes works part-time as a maid. Here we have Scarlet, one of the first NIKKEs. Okay. Here we have Siren, one of the good pure beings. A member of the Old Tail Squad. Here we have Crown, leader of the White Knight Squad, and king of one of the realms on the surface. Before you make your judgment, this is one of her costumes, called the Naked King. And yes, she is completely naked under that robe. She will beat me, I believe, but I think it's worth. Here we have Liberalio. She was one of the heretics. She's very jellyfish themed. What is that ball? I actually have no idea. Give me a moment. Liberalio. A heretic reminiscent of the silence that covers the ocean depths. Her acute sensitivity to sound makes her excellent at search and detection, but also overly susceptible to loud noises, which she detects. I don't know if this thing has ever... like, I don't know if it's ever actually stated what this thing is, but it allows her to fly. And then here is another version of Scarlet known as Scarlet Black Shadow. This is who she was before the white outfit version. And she is the greatest swordsman of all NIKKEs because she's the only one that fights with a melee weapon. And here we have Red Hood, one of the most powerful NIKKEs that ever existed. Unfortunately, she's dead. I showed Rappy Red Hood earlier. That's because when Red Hood died, Rappy gained her core and essentially evolved into a stronger state. Red Hood herself is no more, but she lives on through Rappy. And this is Nayuta. How's she level 441 out of 200? 200 is the normal level cap when you get a character to a max limit break. But once you get 5 of them, you can use a device called the Synchro device to break that to forcefully break that barrier. And so I've gotten them up to level 441, even though it says their personal cap is like 200 or whatever. This is Naga.
우리 티아가 늘 귀찮게 굴어서 미안해. 선생님, 참 좋은 사람이야.
Here we have Maid Anchor, who is also part of the Aegis squad, with helm and mask. And this is also her maid outfit when she worked along with mask. I don't want to go to prison, no. This is Grave. Grave is my personal favorite character. No, whoops. One. What, are you scared of her because she's carrying a coffin?
어떤 옷을 입던 변하지 않는다. 신데렐라의 곁에서
Look at those arms.
이야기.
Hey, she baby. She has gone through hell over 100 years. And the reason she's gone through hell over those 100 years is for her daughter, Cinderella. Also one of the most powerful NIKKEs currently existing.
완전히 우리가 새로 쓸 이야기를 끝까지 지켜봐줘. 분명 아름다울 거야.
Let's see. And then we have Laplace. I mentioned how Drake portrays herself outwardly as a villain. Laplace is the complete opposite. She believes herself to be a true hero. Drake and Laplace are both on the same squad. They are both obnoxious idiots. He is a complete doofus and will always crash through a window because she believes they are a prop for a hero to crash through. Like, she is one of the goofiest people you will meet. But she is dedicated to being a hero. Let's see, who else? Here's Rapunzel.
형제님, 저희는 언제쯤 이런 거 저런 거 다 하게 되나요?
Rapunzel is from the same squad as Scarlet, who I showed off. Gives me mother vibes. She is an absolute pervert. I'll say that much. Rapunzel is an absolute pervert. Like, she gets mad horny. Let's see. Good to know. Yo, God, cut me into this. Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Snow White. Specifically, Snow White Heavy Arms.
무책임한 소리일지도 모르겠지만 너만 있다면 어떻게든 될 것 같은 기분이다.
Yes, all of her weapons are named Seven Dwarves. And yes, she has seven different weapons. This is just her most recent version. Better than current Snow White, I guess. Hold on. Let's show all of the versions of Snow White. So first we have the original version, who a lot of people call Small White.
제가 갓데스 스쿼드의 일원이라는 게 아직 믿기지 않아요.
She's essentially
더 열심히
the blacksmith. She makes all the weapons. This is who she was for most of the story.
갈수록 너와
After
남아 있다는 생각이
things kind of went to shit, this is just General Snow White. But then after a recent event, she became Snow White Heavy Arms, who some people have called Swole White. But other people call her Snow White because new version of Snow White. Let's see. Who else can I show off? Ah, Dorothy.
낙원에서의 삶이 기대되지 않나요?
Dorothy was also a member of the Goddess Squad until a certain event caused them to separate. She looks scary. She is terrifying. He wants revenge on the Ark for believing that they abandoned the Goddess Squad on the surface. And she will manipulate whoever she has to bring the Ark down. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Give me a moment. Oh, hold on. Do you like Cruella de Vil? Meet Cruella de Vil as a member of the Mafia.
말로 안 되면 폭력으로 해결해야지. 그런 세계가 된 내가 있는 곳에
Another member of the Underworld Squad. She basically just runs the Mafia. And she said, don't stick your dick in Grace. Let's see. There's one other that I really... Here we go. So this is Dee. Yes, her name is just Dee. She is a member of Perilous Siege. They are an assassination squad that is run by the federal court. And this is an outfit that she wore as part of a disguise called Dee Killer Wife. Yes, that is a bloodstained axe she's holding behind her.
이 복장은 비효율적이야.
She absolutely will kill you if she is told by the judges that she has to. What? She reminds you of Yor from Spy X Family? Yeah, that was the inspiration for this look for this character. Absolutely. She was this look was 100% based off of Yor from Spy Family. Let's see. Yeah, what? You see something? Second from top left. Her.
건강은 잘 챙기고 계신 거죠?
She's a member of Seraphim. Basically no, too young. I mean, she's not young, but she's Seraphim Squad is basically the medical squad. Let's see. This one is Sakura. Alongside Morin and Rosanna, She is the third member of the Underworld Queen Squad. She runs the Yakuza. And yes, she is your wife. There is an event where you officially marry her. She is confirmed wife.
늘 준비되어 있답니다. 그리고 이 마음도.
And also when I showed Helm, yes, she is confirmed to be one of the commander's girlfriends. They are in an established relationship. After a point. Yeah. There was an event at some point with Helm. And they confirmed that she becomes the commander's girlfriend. He really got game? Oh, he's got game. Let's see. I'm trying to remember who all he has relationships with. Rappy is technically the commander's wife because he has had a child with her. Technically. Apologies for anyone who might be watching and wasn't aware of that. I'm sorry for the spoiler, but yes. Commander has a child with Rappy, but not with Rappy. It's complicated. So he's got 2 wives, a girlfriend, and a child? Yes. In fact, let's see, who else was it? The commander also is in a relationship with Morin. The event this image is from their first date. So they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Also, Morin is very much autistic. She's got her dinosaurs.
동생이라면
She's got the dinosaurtism. And it's great. Let's see. Who else? From the second line. Technically, fourth from the right. Fourth. Yeah, Anise. Anise is a member of the Counter Squad, which is the main squad that the commander leads. So Anise is one of your squad members. This is what Anise normally looks like, or used to look like.
저번처럼 둘이서 어디 놀러 갈래? 내가 또 안내해줄게.
She is very girlfriend material. This one, Sparkling Summer, is just one of her summer outfits.
어딜 찌르는 거야?
And, real quick, one moment, because I do have something that I'd like to show. Because, much like with Snow White, Anise has a new look. I just need to find it because it's not in the game yet, technically. Alright. I just need to grab this. Add. Image. This is what Anise looks like now. This is called her overspec form. It will be added to the game next week as part of the 3.5 anniversary event. Isn't that a spoiler? No, it's... She got some bazookas. Not a spoiler because it's coming up next week. They've teased it quite a bit, and they've actually shown her... They've shown her look in the recent chapters. If you're caught up. If you're not, well, there's the event, so you can just get her in the event when she shows up on the banner on next week. So, not really a spoiler. They did showcase this. Actually, they will reveal the Kid in Motion stuff later tonight. The stream is soon. Yeah, that won't be until, like, way late tonight. Like, 3 in the morning for me, so I'm not gonna be awake for that. Let's see. I'm gonna be up. I hope you enjoy it. I'll be watching it the following day. Or the following morning. And Eggmaster, you wanted to see Cinderella again?
왕자님, 우리가 새로 쓸 이야기를 끝까지 지켜봐줘. 분명 아름다울 거야.
Cinderella is from the 2nd anniversary. Oh, you wanted... I think I'm stupid. Forgive me, Red. Eggmaster wanted to see them. From the left, Nayuta.
언젠가 대엽도 지상에 큰 거미와 잡은
I may be stupid, but I'm also dumb.
소리가 가득한 세계를 경험해봤으면 좋겠어.
Also, yes, that is a black hole that Nayuta has behind her. Second line, 5th from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be Grave.
가면을 반만 쓰니까 이상하다. 그래도 시원해서 좋다.
That's not Grave. This is Grave.
내가 기억하는 모든 기술을 위해 다시 가드를
Get her villain name.
완벽하지 않아도 함께 싸울 수 있다.
Oh, hold on. Here's one for you, Eggmaster. This is Noir. Yes, she is a bunny girl, and she works at a casino for Squad 777 with her twin sister, Blanc. They work as a pair. And yes, they are twin sisters. Fraternal twins, yep. Wolf Girl. Wolf? Oh, Leona. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, she's with a lion. The lion's name is Timmy.
사람들이 티미의 겉모습만
Timmy's a good boy.
하지 않았으면 좋겠어. 엄청 순하다고.
Leona is a part of Happy Zoo. They are the animal caretaker squad. There are 2 other members of the squad. There's Biscuit. Biscuit looks after dogs. And she is very much puppy.
훈련사님, 저 머리 쓰다듬어 주시면 안 돼요?
And there is Nero,
누가 집사를 괴롭히면
who is Cat Girl and looks after all the cats. Leona looks after all of the bigger animals. Which, yes, includes Timmy the Lion.
사람들이 티미의 겉모습만 보고 판단하지 않았으면 좋겠어. 엄청 순하다고.
And it is ferocious beasts like lions and tigers. Shares a unique bond with a timid lion named Timmy. This is Leader. Do not let her looks fool you. She is a grandmother. Leader is a grandmother, despite her looks. She is very old. Spoiler, Rappy is granny too. Rappy doesn't act like it, though. Leader 100% acts like she's incredibly old. Let's see. Oh, right. Hey, Eggmaster. Middle. Bottom middle. Unwa?
우린 앱솔루트다. 작전의 난이도 따윈 상관없으니 뭐든 말해.
Oh, Bay, the other cheerleader.
하지만 코치님의 시선은 뭐 나쁘지 않아.
So you saw Clay before. This is her squad mate. She's a cheerleader, but she gets
코치님한텐 특별히 나랑 눈 맞출 수 있는 기회를 줄게.
shark teeth. One moment. This is gonna be another one that I need to pull up. I wonder if I can actually find an image with it. Oh, hold on. Base. Yeah, if you look at her teeth, they are shark teeth. Like, they're very sharp. There we go, perfect view. Is it worth it? I don't know, what do you think? Let's see. With her bunny costume. Oh, right. Bunny. Yeah. Oh crap, where did she go? There's 2 napkins. This is her bunny costume. This was a thing for part of an event.
당연히 지금도 응원하는 건 문제 없어. 이 옷에 맞춘 특별한 게 있는데 해줄까?
You got me. We got one. We got one, folks. We got another one. Let's see. Right. Eggmaster. Are you at all familiar with Evangelion? Because we also got Evangelion.
컨디션? 막가잖아요. 뭐지롱 완璧よ.
We've got Evangelion units. Let's see. We've also got. I don't know if I can find one of them. We've also got Resident Evil.
My identity? Sorry, that's a secret. I am willing to hear your story, though.
So the thing there, Red, is Automod tried to get you on this. Automod tried to get you on thick. Automod is weird. Summer Alec is good. Pretty good. Yeah. Betty's not the only thick one. Anise has got a little bit on her. But if you want Freddy got the with 3 C's.
왜? 손가락은 간지러워? 의미의 맛 잔뜩 맛보고 싶으니까 조금만 참아줘.
Brady is part of the Cooking Oil Squad, which focuses on the food in the arc. A squad that collects, analyzes, and researches edible food from the surface. Brady is responsible for tasting and analyzing hard-to-find food from the surface without waste, while Crust uses that data to research and recreate them. Lately, they're focused on improving the quality of life of the Ark citizens by producing more diverse and delicious food using Splendimin. This is Crust, by the way, Brady's squad partner. She's very adorable. She is very much keep safe.
아삭바삭 쿠킹 클래스 및 진행자도 겸하고 있어요. 시간 나시면 꼭 봐주세요.
Crust is the chef. Brady is more so the critic. Brady absolutely could cook, but because of the way her ability works, the taste would change as she makes it, so doesn't exactly work out. Also, we've got actual mech. Say hi to Talos. Why does the name say Kilo? Because this is Kilo. Kilo is the one who rides inside the robot.
이혼했으면 불편하진 않냐고요? 그렇진 않아요. 제일 편안한 나만의 장소거든요.
Also, unique bit of information. In Korean, Talos, or in both Korean and Japanese, Talos is female. In English, Talos is male. Why did they choose to do that? No idea. But it's a thing. Let's see. We also got maids. If you got a thing for maids.
디저트 내어드릴까요?
Let's see. If you like yanderes, we've got a yandere.
당시 당신의 상상하면 잠들지 못합니다.
It's like, don't think you're thinking crazy. She won't give you the choice. She will hunt you to the end of the earth if she's got her eyes on you. Noise? She is part of the Prima Donna squad. They are the music-focused squad in the game. I don't remember exactly what her genre of music usually is, but I think it's like usually pop songs. Then we've got Volume. Play so bad. Well, I said this game has some Extreme models. This is Volume. Volume is also part of Prima Donna, a hip-hop singer who also does rap, but
스케줄표 가져온 거야? Let me
that's her
see.
animation. She just goes full spread eagle.
Hey, I'm busy. 건들지 말아줘.
She treats everyone like shit, so a lot of people really didn't like her, but a recent story bit actually made her more tolerable. Let's see. Yeah, since Red mentioned Eleg, this is Eleg. Well, back. Yeah. Up on this row or this row? Or go up one more. Top row, hit. Second from the left. That is Maiden. Yes, she is named after the Iron Maiden.
앞으로 키스할 땐 마스크를 벗어도 된대요. 누구랑 하냐고요? 그게 당연하지 않나요?
She also has a winter costume. She danger? Extrinsic. Special enforcement squad who puts down irregulars. Their entire existence is shrouded in secrecy, and rumors of them run rampant among Nikkes. So they're basically Nikke hunters. If any Nikke start going against humanity, she and her partner Guillotine hunt them down. This is her winter outfit.
솔플보다는 파티 플레이가 더 좋은 거로군요.
Her power is that she can force you to do anything she says. Her words have power over you. What if they themselves go crazy? Funny enough, you actually get a conversation between the both of them about that. Whether or not they should or would put down the other. And they say no. They try to help the other to try and bring them back. If you want Guillotine, this is Guillotine.
감당할 수 있겠나? 내 안에 꿈틀대는 그것을.
But woman logic. The way her power works is if she says something when she has her mask off, you are forced to obey. Like, you are... If you're familiar with Code Geass and how Lelouch's Geass works, her voice is basically that. Maiden's voice is basically a Geass. As long as she has her mask off. If she has her mask on, then no issue. It's like in JJK, that one dude. Yeah, exactly, like him. The guy who has to keep talking in, like, food references, because otherwise he'll force people to do stuff. Yeah, Maiden is basically that guy. Siren also has a similar power. But the difference is, Siren has better control over it. Her power works as long as she has intent behind what she says. if the intent is to have her word affect someone, then it does. Otherwise, she can speak as normal. She is basically the perfected version of Maiden 100 years prior. Maiden was essentially an attempt to recreate Siren. Does that mean Maiden affects everyone that hears her? Sorry, I'm trying to think on that. We have seen her use it a few times, but I think it only works on people that are in front of her. So if you're standing beside her or behind her, it won't work. But again, Siren's is a perfected version of that. As long as Siren has intent for behind wanting her word to have control, it doesn't matter. Siren's voice will affect anyone that she intends to target with it. Since I showed off Laplace and Drake of that squad, this is Maxwell. She is basically Laplace's and Drake's babysitter. I mentioned how Drake and Laplace are absolute goofballs. She's the one who has to try and keep them in control. Girlfriend material? About that. She does force herself on you. Against your will. So... Also, speaking of Maiden... as part of her bond story, you are officially married to her. She tricks you into doing it, but you are married to her. Oh, hang on. I know there's a list somewhere. I know some people came up with a list. Okay. So I showed Blanc and Noir of Squad 77. The commander has fucked them. Together. Confirmed. Rosanna has forced herself on the commander. So he has fucked Rosanna, albeit against his will. And I've already mentioned, he is married to Sakura and Maiden. Because of Sakura's event and Maiden's bond story. He is also... he hasn't done anything with Moran, but she is his girlfriend. As is Helm. And... so is Brid. Who is part of the Infinity Rail Squad. They maintain the one train in the arc. I'm getting jealous if this continues. Well, here's the thing. If you play this game, you are the commander. I also showed off Privity before. Privity is very much romantically interested in the commander. Another character who is very much romantically interested in the commander is Arcana. Are you trying to market this game to me now? I don't know. Is it working? If it's working, then I think it is. God, please, God, I will quit. Ah. Also, yes, we have 2B. We have Near Automata.
アークという場所が人類最後の防御線ということね。
So if you know Near Automata, like just
呼んだ。
yeah. I really don't need to say anything else. He fucked her too? No, he did not. The collab characters, the commander does not touch because they are not here for long. Let's see. There we go. There are also characters from Chainsaw Man. There are characters from ReZero. Stellar Blade showed up. And more recently, we had Licorice Recoil. We have no idea what the next collab is. What if he just has a big dick and is the only one that survives it with them, and they all know that that's why he gets so much game. I am unfortunately going to have to disappoint you, Eggmaster, because during one of the past winter events, it was apparently revealed that the commander is very small. He is just incredibly ripped and incredibly strong and incredibly attractive otherwise. Yeah, like there's a lot of characters, and then here we've got some of the mass-produced models that I mentioned before. These ones are effectively nameless characters. They just do the job they're assigned, and that's it. But on the rare occasion, they can gain self-awareness. For example... Oh shit, do they? No, they actually don't have a model for that unit. Huh. Do you see someone? This is Nihilister. And yes, she does look like Zentreya. That was not on purpose, but Zentreya did make a model. Did make a VTuber model based off of this because people noticed how similar they were. She can transform into a giant two-headed dragon. Eye contact will be difficult. But yeah. Yep. She has the power to transform into a giant two-headed red dragon. In fact, her weapons are the very dragon heads. She will kill you accidentally. She will kill you on purpose. She is a sadist. Yeah, this was the one that got your attention earlier. This is Clay.
꿈을 그리던 미화에게 들어와서 얼마나 기쁜지 몰라요.
Well, for women was always bad. Like, really the only thing with her is that her voice, it breaks a lot. That's really the only thing with her. She's a cheerleader. Her voice is just an issue at times. No, she can talk, but she can talk perfectly fine, but sometimes her voice just cracks a lot. Something like the Terminator. No, she can talk normally, it just cracks a lot. But if you want bad singing, there is Diesel. Oh. Whoops. I'm gonna try to find where you were on that. Bottom left. Nope. This one? Bottom left. Jill? Yeah, she's from Resident Evil. Okay, one moment. You're right. That is Aria. She is the third member of Prima Donna, alongside noise and volume. Her specialty is operatic music.
무대 위에 선 배우는 누구보다 고독한 것이지.
I mean, there are weirder characters. Alright, for example, here's Trina. She's a member of Botanic Garden. Her specialty is taking care of trees. She has a habit of just taking off her clothes. In fact, her burst animation is a silhouette of her taking off her dress.
피곤하시다면 제품에서 쉬고 가셔도 좋아요.
Basically, if you know the Lorax, the I speak for the trees, is Trina. She's all about that, the nature, preserving nature. I speak for the trees, and then the trees say, you die. Her partner, on the other hand, Flora, focuses more on flowers.
다음은 지상에서 꽃님과 함께 예쁜 꽃을 피워보고 싶습니다.
Preserving and studying flowers. Yeah, she's cute. Let's see. Like, I have pretty much every unit in the game. The only ones that I am missing are the Chainsaw Man, and ReZero collab units. Some of the seasonal units, Snow Crane, and the base version of Anchor, who was just a limited time release. I don't know when they might bring her back. The collab units, however, are in a weird spot, because we've only had one instance of a collab event getting a second run, and that was the Nier Automata collab. So as far as we know, the Chainsaw Man and ReZero collabs will not return. Any past collab events, if you miss the units, you are shit out of luck.
배율 속에서 친구를 만나고 싶어서 왔어요. 실제로 보니까 더 착하고 멋지고 귀여운 아이였네요.
And, yeah. Of course, the first member of Veiled Order, we don't know who the rest of her squad is. I would die or go to prison within at most 5 days. Like, there are a lot of really attractive women in this game. Whatever your taste is, this game has that. Somewhere among the list of characters that appear in here, this game will have whatever your taste is. But not only that, there are just some characters who have really good stories. Like, for example, Diesel. Diesel's story is that she is a survivor of a terrorist attack. And she was turned into a NIKKE, but her brother died in the same accident. And every time the anniversary of the accident comes up, she kind of has a breakdown. So your story with her is helping her recover. How many liters of... Funny you mention that. That is a trend with the NIKKEs. So we've got Diesel, who is named after diesel fuel. We have Brid, who is named after hybrid vehicles. And we have... where the hell is she? We have Celine, named after gasoline. This is a naming trend with members of various squads. We have, like, for 777, we have Blanc, white, Noir, black, and Rouge, red. And then we have Laplace, Drake, and Maxwell, who are named after different theories. We have Centi and Liter, named after units of measurements, liters and centimeters. Tia is named after Tiamat. And there was Naga, who is named after the Naga. Helm, Mast, and Anchor, named after sections of a ship. I was about to name things. The game does get interesting with that. But then when it comes to members of the Goddess Squad and Old Tales, they are all named after fairy tales. We have Siren, whose actual name is the Little Mermaid. We have Cinderella, we have Snow White, we have Rapunzel, we have Red Hood, we have Dorothy. Because they are all fairy tale models. Or as the English version calls them Grimm's models, for whatever reason. Let's see. What are a few others? We do have a classroom squad called School Circle, named after the German words for 1, 2, and 3, ein, zwei, and drei. And then from Prima Donna, we have Noise, Aria, and Volume, named after sounds. We also have Cafe Sweetie, who are named after coffee enhancements. Sugar, Frima, which is sweetener, and milk. Like, there's always a theme to the names. I know, listen, you're close with the pronunciation. Other languages aren't really my... I'm not really good with other languages. And I showed off Aid from the Maid Squad Made for You. We have Aid, who's named after, like, Powerade or Gatorade. We have Cocoa, which is hot cocoa, and then we have soda. I know 3, and I want to forget 1. Let's see. French people girl. Yeah. Honestly, there's not really a whole lot else. Oh, you say one more? Yeah, you did. Unfortunately, I do think it's about time to end stream. We did the Good World event. Got some insane lore drop at the end of it that I wasn't expecting. Next stream, we'll be going back to the Pretty Star side story to cover the second half of it and watch a tragedy unfold. 2 a.m. Gotta reset my sleep cycle. Oh, jeez, yeah. Hope you have a good night then, Eggmaster. For everyone else, until next time, this has been the Azure Guardian. See ya.